Gas prices are the highest we've seen since 2008, and DoorDash is still paying $2.25 per order. Granted, they are offering more now to help Dashers, like 10% cash back with the Dasher Direct card, and bonuses based on your mileage, but is it enough? In my honest opinion, unless you drive a diesel truck or, a Subaru Legacy,
this really breaks my heart, looking at her all like that.
it's not as significant as people suggest. Gas here about 3 months ago was $2.59 per gallon. That means in a week where I would drive 750 miles to make $1,000, at 30 miles per gallon, my gas bill would be $64.75 or 6.4% of my income. On the contrary, now with gas at $3.79, the same situation, I would pay $113.70 on gas, or about 5% higher. A 5% decrease in profit does suck, but it is manageable. Every business has its ups and downs, and it's how you adjust that determines your success. So this brings up the question, how can you adjust to the higher cost of gas? And no, not that kind of gas. Should you increase your standards, and how high should you increase them? You've been told since the beginning of DoorDash to accept orders that are only at least $1 per mile. This, however, is less relevant than ever. What about $1.50 per mile, or even $2 per mile? It's harder to explain than just a simple number because every area is completely different. What someone in a small town in, Mississippi might take is going to be completely different from someone in downtown Chicago. So because of this, let's split people up into two different categories. And don't worry, not in a racist sort of way. You have your city dashers, and then you have your small town dashers. Firstly, let's talk about your city dashers. You continue to get delivery offers that are $1 per mile or less, so you decline them until eventually you find something good. And when you do find something good, it's really good, like $6.50 for 1 mile. You take that, and as soon as you complete the order, you are constantly receiving new orders that are ass, until eventually you find $10 for 4 miles, so you take that, rinse and repeat. In this case, absolutely do not sell yourself short. If you are confident that declining something mediocre will bring you something better and you won't be stuck sitting around waiting forever, then absolutely stick to at least $1.50 a mile, or as close to $2 a mile as you can. And then you have your small town dasher. You see an order for $8 for 6 miles. You decline it, and you continue to sit in your car for another 5 minutes before seeing a $4.25 order for 1 mile. You really have two options, because either A, you just have to accept that you're not going to profit as much as you would like and take the orders that are okay to keep yourself moving and productive, or B, you decide to go home and come out when the map is dark red, or during the weekend when it is going to be busier. It honestly just depends on your financial situation if you can afford to take that time off. Another important thing to note that applies to everybody is not to take orders that are knowingly going to take you out of your zone. That way you have to drive the full mileage back. If you see an order for, let's say, $15 going 12 miles, well, yes, that would be okay if you could continue to dash from where you ended. If it's going to take you completely outside of your zone where you have to drive the full 12 miles back, then really $15 for 24 miles is not very good. A lot of people have really expressed their concern with me about gas, but like I said, every single business in the world has struggles, and you just have to make your decision on how you're going to overcome it. If that means working either A, the busier times, or maybe stepping up your standards a little bit, then that's what you got to do.
Dude, that's hilarious. So they turn the porch light on after I deliver it, but not for me. They just turn it on for themselves, you bitches.
Earlier this week, I worked a measly 5 hours and made $160 with no bonuses in a suburb in Ohio. How? Well, because I stopped taking every fucking order. But because I knew it was busy enough to decline the orders that are okay to get to the ones that are really good, but that's not always the case, especially if it's a Tuesday or a Wednesday afternoon, during the slow period, then sometimes you have to take what you don't necessarily want to. Short mileage in a suburb where traffic isn't awful, I was able to do 19 orders in 5 hours, or almost 4 orders every single hour. And lastly, of course, there's apps like GetUpside, which you could use my referral link that would actually help me out as well, but this app basically gives you cash back on gas. Anywhere from 5 to 25 cents back, so that definitely helps a little bit. But anyways, if you guys found this video helpful at all, make sure to drop a like, and I'll see you guys next time.
I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta